Before anything existed, there was God. He spoke, and light filled the darkness. He created the sky, the seas, the land, and filled them with life: plants, animals, sun, moon, and stars. But God wanted something more, someone special. This time, he didn't just speak, he used his own hands. God bent down, gathered dust, and shaped it into a man. The form was lifeless, still as stone. Then, God breathed into the man's nose, the breath of life. Suddenly the man's eyes opened. He moved, he breathed, he was alive. God called him Adam. Adam was unique, made by God's hands and filled with his breath. Adam stood, feeling the sun, hearing the birds, seeing the world for the first time. He was not just dust, he was a living soul. God was with him. Adam was the first person, created to be God's friend and caretaker of the world. This was the beginning of a story about God and the people he loves. It all started with dust and the breath of God. Adam looked around, amazed at the beauty. He felt the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the breeze. The world was new, and Adam was its first explorer. God smiled at his creation. Adam's journey had just begun. The story of humanity started here. God prepared a special home for Adam, a garden called Eden. It was paradise flowers in endless bloom, soft green grass and air sweet with blossoms. 4 rivers, Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, flowed through Eden, watering everything. Animals drank from the rivers and fish swam in their clear waters. In the center, God planted 2 special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The tree of life was a gift. Its fruit brought eternal life. The other tree held a choice, a test for Adam. Eden was more than a garden, it was a place where Adam could walk with God. Every part of Eden showed God's care and love. Adam had everything he needed. The garden was alive with beauty and peace. God's presence filled Eden. Adam was never alone in this paradise. Every flower, every tree was a gift from God. Eden was the perfect beginning. God gave Adam a purpose: tend the garden, care for every plant and tree. Adam was Eden's gardener, trusted by God. He could eat from any tree, enjoying the garden's abundance, but God gave one rule: do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This rule was a test of trust and love. If Adam disobeyed, he would lose the life God had given. The rule was for Adam's protection, to keep his life innocent and joyful. Adam's work was fulfilling, his needs met, his purpose clear. God's generosity surrounded him. The garden was a place of freedom, with one boundary. Adam understood the rule and its importance. God wanted Adam to choose trust. The warning was serious but loving. Adam's life was simple: work, enjoy, obey. The future depended on this choice. Eden was a place of blessing and responsibility. Adam worked in Eden, surrounded by animals, but he was alone. God brought every animal to Adam to name: lion, giraffe, eagle, elephant. Adam named them all, but none were like him. Every animal had a partner, but Adam had no companion. He watched the animals in pairs and felt the ache of loneliness. God saw Adam's need and said, "It is not good for the man to be alone." Adam needed a friend, someone like himself. The animals were wonderful, but not enough. Adam's heart longed for a true companion. God understood and had a plan. Adam's search for a friend was about to end. The garden was full, but Adam's life was missing something. God's love would provide the answer. Adam waited, hopeful. The story was about to change. God was ready to give Adam what he needed most. A new beginning was near. God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. Gently, God took a rib from Adam's side and formed a woman. She was like Adam, yet different, the perfect companion. God brought her to Adam. Adam saw her and rejoiced. "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." He called her woman, for she was taken out of man. Adam was no longer alone. Together, Adam and Eve lived in Eden, partners and friends. They were innocent, unashamed, and at peace. God walked with them in the garden. Their lives were simple and full of joy. This was the beginning of the human family. God's love was at the heart of it all. Adam and Eve were a team, created for each other. The world was new, and their story had just begun.